Yo, it is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're gonna be going over and talking about the new timeless packs, the new timeless drop that did get released in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM today. Now, what did we see in leaks? We saw Carmelo Anthony, Dirk Nowitzki, as well as Damian Lillard and the Wilt Chamberlain. So we kind of knew they were coming. We'll talk about their stats and badges in this video, but we also do see takeover Shawn Kemp. Now, I haven't used Shawn Kemp quite yet, but what do I think Shawn Kemp is going to provide? In my opinion, I think Shawn Kemp is going to be a very similar player to what Blake Griffin is going to give you. Now, that's just my opinion right now. Again, I could be completely wrong on that, but that's just my opinion with his ability to handle the ball, attack the rim, and dunk the ball as well. So we're just gonna hop right into this. Before we dive any further, guys, make sure to smash that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Now, Robert Parish is up first. Now, the first thing I find interesting is the fact that he's got power forward eligibility. Now, why is that interesting? It's just weird to me, right? Okay, Shawn Kemp's release is horrible, but we'll get to that later on in this video. Oh my gosh, it's kind of gross. But for Robert Parish, he's an inside big, but he's not fast. He can't really do much on the court. I know he's 7 feet tall, so that's something to keep in the back of your minds, is the fact that he's 7 feet tall, but I just don't see it with him. His three ball is not great. I mean, he can't handle the ball. Defensively, he's very mediocre. Even compared to a guy like Tyson Chandler, I can't see Robert Parish being better, and that's my final opinion. I mean, why run Robert Parish when we've got Tyson Chandler right now in my team? Now, Jamal Crawford. Talk about guys that are going to be absolutely incredible offensive players. I think we've got to talk about Jamal Crawford. I mean, he is going to be an absolute bucket getter, Hall of Fame hyperdrive, basically every playmaking badge in the entire game. Does have that Jarrett Culver base. I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be kind of what we've seen in the past, which what have we seen out of Jamal Crawford in the past? Well, he's had that Trey Burke base. Again, I don't know for sure if that's what the release is going to be, but that's what I'm guessing. 6'5" at the shooting guard position is not that bad. Defensively, it's honestly not even as bad as you might think. 90 speed, 83 lateral quickness. Like, you can make those things work for Jamal Crawford. Interior perimeter, not great, but shooting-wise, incredible. As far as handling the ball, Ja Morant dribble style is fine. I have base motion style. Again, I don't know about all that. Circus layup package is interesting, as well as not being able to dunk the ball that well. I do think, though, Jamal Crawford is going to be a fun card to use. Is he going to be great? No. Is he going to be fun? Yes. That's what I'm thinking about Jamal Crawford. Next, we see the Amethyst Wilt Chamberlain that has a duo with Jerry West. Okay, this is kind of interesting here. Now, this Amethyst Wilt Chamberlain looks pretty similar to the Pink Diamond Wilt of last year. Now, what are the differences? Well, the Pink Diamond Wilt we saw early on last year, I guess they're not anything alike. Like this Wilt Chamberlain, guys, he's got an 80 interior. Like, an 80 interior is crazy for Wilt Chamberlain. I mean, his lateral quickness isn't even that bad. I know he's got Hall of Fame pogo. His player motto is going to be ridiculous, but the 80 interior is nuts. Now, the duo does make him quite a bit better, I would say. Interior gets a little better. Rebounding gets better. I mean, gets some more badges. Is it worth using? I mean, I don't use Jerry West, so I would probably say no, but I mean, this Wilt Chamberlain definitely is not very good, guys. Again, not even better than Tyson Chandler. Keep that in the back of your minds. Now, Diamond Shawn Kemp. This card is very intriguing to me. This card is it. Now, I'm going to say it. His release is horrible, okay? And I can't emphasize that enough, guys. His release is horrible. And I don't know if these dribble sigs are going to get updated or not. Does it really matter? I mean, not really. You can just run with the card anyways. How does he compare to Blake Griffin? That's the question of the day that we have to ask ourselves. And here's the problem. Here's the problem I see. Why do I like Shawn Kemp more? He is way better at every single thing than Blake Griffin. Now, why do I like Blake Griffin more? Well, I don't even love Blake's release, but Blake's release is way better than Shawn Kemp. So that's kind of the big thing I'm seeing right now is I think Shawn Kemp is going to be better. His release is horrible, though, guys. Absolutely horrible. Am I going to grind for Shawn Kemp? Is he going to be probably one of my centers, power forwards? Probably. But just know his release is horrible. But defensively is really, really solid. And that's where I think he's going to hold it down. At least better than a guy like Blake Griffin. I'm a big fan of Shawn Kemp in my team. I'm just going to have to get the hang of his release. It's that simple. Gonna have to really get the hang of that release and what he's working with. For Carmelo Anthony up next, 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. Again, make sure to note Shawn Kemp takeover reward. You got to grind a lot of games for him or play, get him out of the vault, whatever else you got to get lucky. Melo here, 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, hot spots from 4 to 5, plays around the arc. 3 other favors, 16 on gold, 13 on silver with 4 on bronze. My goodness, Carmelo Anthony comes with a base, what is it, 37 badges, and stat-wise, this card, no, Melo is him in my team. I'm throwing that out there right now. Melo is so good in my team. So good. So I did not expect him to look this good. This Carmelo Anthony that we're seeing reminds me a lot of, and he's not quite as good, but look at their stats. 90 speed, 83 lateral quickness. 89 speed, 83 lateral quickness, 93 ball, 93 3 ball. I mean, they are eerily similar. I'm telling you guys right now, do not sleep on this diamond Carmelo Anthony. Do not. Okay, do not. Because he is one of the best small forward power forwards in the entire game. If you don't have Jason Tatum, that's fine. Because Carmelo Anthony is nearly just as good. And you guys can hate that I'm saying that because obviously JT is better defensively. But I'm telling you, on the offensive end of the court, Melo is going to be one of the best. Rebounding, I mean, sure, the offensive rebounding is not that great, but his defensive rebounding rating is fine enough. I think Melo is going to be really good for a diamond card in my team. Now, for Dirk Nowitzki, I'm going to start this by saying he's better than I expected. Why? Because he's got a 60 speed. Now, at the center position right now, who has a 60 speed that I can kind of compare him to, right? That's the question that you guys might be asking yourselves. Well, Joakim Noah, 67 speed, okay? And a lot of people have ran Joakim Noah in the past. I'm trying to find another guy that I can compare him to that a lot of people have ran. It's hard because there's not that many. Pau Gasol had 64 speed, and Pau Gasol feels like a literal snail. But with that being said, you got to know what you're getting out of Dirk. You couldn't have expected him to be much quicker. That 60 speed is way better than I thought it would be. Shooting wise, absolutely elite, but that's basically all Dirk gives you. His release is not nearly as bad as it's been in past years. As far as a pick and pop big, he's going to be one of the best. I just don't think he's that next level good. That's my personal opinion on Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, he's not bad. I'm not sitting here saying he is bad. I just think, is he a card I'm going to run? No. He's not fast enough for me to run, and speed really rules the game this early on in my team. Diamond Wilt Chamberlain, 7'1", 8-foot wingspan. We knew that was coming. 43 3 ball, 70 speed, 64 lateral quickness, 85 interior. Card is not great. I mean, I know I know a lot of what makes Wilt Chamberlain as good as his player model. But I don't even think he's nearly as good as DeAndre Jordan. And I know post moves he might be a little bit better, but I don't see it. I mean, the scary part about it is Wilt Chamberlain's 3-ball is not low enough. People are going to be greening with that 43 3-ball. And you guys might be like, Ty, you're crazy. Okay. Say I'm crazy. Say I'm crazy. Say I'm crazy. Do we realize that one of the guys I greened the most consistent with was this card right here? And I know the difference between a 43 3-ball and a 60 rated 3-ball is a lot. But you give somebody floor general, you give somebody a shoe, you give somebody a coach. Before you know it, that's plus 12. And then Wilt Chamberlain then has a 55 3-ball, and that's greenable. I'm not saying you should shoot with him, but he's got that. You can badge him up. I'm telling you, that's scary, especially for the Diamond. Diamond Wilt, not necessarily the best card we've got today, not necessarily the card I'm most excited about, but he's not a garbage man, right? He's not a garbage man at all. Pink Diamond Dame up next. A lot of people are excited about this card. I'm going to start off by saying defensively, he's not that bad. Why? Well, compare him to some of the trophy case rewards. Let's start with Derrick Rose. I mean, I'm going to compare him to this guy right here because a lot of people are going to talk about how bad he is defensively. Well, he's just slightly worse than Ja Morant. I mean, he's quite a bit worse. I'm not going to lie. His strength's a lot better, but the interior being plus 17 definitely matters. I'm just trying to make the case that he's not that bad compared to some of the trophy case rewards. Like Russell Westbrook has 50 interior. I mean, he's not that bad. Now, is Dame good? Supposedly his dribble style is horrible. I don't love his release. I just don't see it out of Damian Lillard. I mean, I'm sorry. I could be completely wrong. But right now, as it stands, I don't see it out of Damian Lillard. I think he's going to be one of the worst, if not the worst card we get today in general. And last up, but certainly not least, Pink Diamond Wilt Chamberlain with an 80 speed. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. They juiced this Wilt Chamberlain. They juiced him. You can't tell me any different. The card is 7'1" with an 8-foot wingspan, and he's got 80 speed. Honestly, I didn't expect him to be much better than this card, and he's a lot better than this card, right? This Wilt Chamberlain had 75 speed and 45 lateral quickness, as well as a 65 perimeter. All those stats are better. Hall of Fame anchor and pogo stick. I wish he had more total badges, but you give him off-ball pest, he's got everything he needs. I mean, bully, Hall of Fame bully, masher, fearless finisher. No, this card is him in my team. I don't know what else there's to say. I mean, this card is absolutely elite. Bro has a 78 block. I don't care. Y'all want to talk about a 78 block? Okay, I don't really care that much about it. And I know a lot of people might, but you give him Monty Williams, which a lot of people have. You're looking at an 85 speed, a 95 interior, a 96 defensive rebounding. I know he's got a 78 block, and sure, you might want to see that higher. That should be higher because he is Wilt Chamberlain. If you want it higher that badly, just give him a block shoe. It's in the 82s, and nobody's really going to notice that. I mean, I personally don't think that block rating is an issue, but if a lot of people are commenting on it, maybe, you know, it is going to end up being an issue. But I think this Pink Diamond Wilt is going to be the best center in the game. Complete polar opposite of what Shawn Kemp's going to give you. Who's the better card? I mean, they're different cards, but man, I think they're both must-haves in my team. Outside of those two, I think Carmelo Anthony is the next best. So how I'd rank these cards: Wilt number 1, Shawn Kemp number 2, Diamond Melo number 3. I'm going to go Diamond Wilt 4, Dirk 5, probably Jamal Crawford 6, Dame 7. I do not like Dame at all. And then I'd go Amy Wilt 8, and then Robert Parish number 9. That's how I'd rank these cards. Let me know your thoughts on the cards down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.